Hi, my name is Susie, and today I'm going to talk to you about place and mobility. Well, first of all, what we understand as mobility. We can say that it's movement, and with this word, we can find easily different definitions. For example, literally the transition of being the one place to another place. Um, this one definition. Another definition that we found is we can understand it as we spread or something is spread around something. For example, as the globalization, an ideology, etc. Another definition that we found is when something is in one place and then disappears. So then there's not not anymore. Like cookies, for example. Another definition that we found is the opposite of be still, and this opens the under how we understand movement. For example, with a plant, we found the movement just when the leaf moves. It's not still well. And then we as a society, we what we understand as mobility. It depends on the reason and the way we move. We can find different connotation, different yeah. We can understand as freedom. We can think that it's something or be exile as a reward, as something you earn, or to suffer. Here I have some examples. For example, for freedom, we can see it as a young when a young kid start to learn how to drive, and they start to drive by themselves and move to one place to another, and in this case we see it as freedom. Exile, like with politics, and one family has to move to another place by immigration, by illegal ways. Um, Something you earn. I put here a little kid that he yearns go to Disneyland, for example. So it depends a lot, and the reason and the way you move that we understand movement in different. It has different connotations, and another thing that we have to understand of movement to consider is that it has consequences, so affects the people that is around us. Well, and we see it here along the constellations of society. Constellation means that all around us or the society. So here we found some orders or borders that allows us or limit us to make decisions. Some traces that we found on the street are traffic signs, traces. In other places could be bathroom, immigration signs, as I put in this slide. Um, Sign of geographical limits, like here you are getting away of this place, or welcome to this other country. And here I put some examples, and again we see it as a border, or uh, it depends in the power on the way of movement that we have more or less limits. So it's not the same who you are. So if it depends who you are, you will have more or less limits. The book has this example that I think it fits very well. That it's in the airport. It puts us, we as person, how we see the other people in the airport. For example, we don't see it Juan Antonio of technological mentoring. No, we see it as a Chinese, as a Mexican, as an Indian, as an Arabian, and we judge these people by their country, not by themselves, not by their name. So here we understand people as a country, not as a person. Well, this between people, between just the tourists that are temporarily there. But the authorities seeing us as suspect. Suspect again, depending of the country that you are. And not all the authorities have the same services, the same treatments between the people that is in business class that the one that is tourist or student or families, etc. So here we have the kinetic elite. That kinetic elite means how the speed that the people move in the airport, the time of waiting, in the lines, the intrusive inspection like the X-rays or the dogs that are smelling in around us, if that there's not drugs in there, and the service that we have is different. So kinetic elite means how they move in the airport. So business class will have more facilities or more, better treatment than the rest of us. And who's the authorities? It depends on the airport that you are. Is not the same treatment. The yeah, the same difference between people that you will find in the airport of United States that you will find in the airport of Brazil, for example. So this we understand it will be different hegemony of the dominated cultural group that you will find in the airport. So how do we should act to make this environment more easily more peaceful between us? First of all, I put here have respect with design, with the possibilities. I mean, what can I do as a woman, for example? I can't go to men's bathroom, and respect between people. So here, I know that here we have some limits uh, of what can we do and we can't do. For example, with the traffic signs, when we can cross street and when not. But this will be better for the environment that you will be involved. And another thing that I heard that we should do is we don't have to judge the people from where they are, from where they come from. As a country, we don't have to judge people that we think that are Korean as the country as if they would are the country, or as some people think that Arabian people have bombs or Mexican have drugs, for example. And another thing that we should do is that we should enjoy the liberty that we found that we have with movement. So uh, we have different liberties than others. So some of the people don't have it. I put here that some countries have curfew for because of by the coronavirus. So countries as Italy, Spain, Peru, Bolivia, and Israel have curfew, and we not. So we have to enjoy this liberty with distance, of course. And yeah, that's all. Thank you for all.